Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today we're going to talk about the profile 5-1 in human design. And if you haven't already, please feel free to check out my other videos where you can learn more about human design and how you can use it in your life. So let's get started and talk about the profile 5-1. The profiles are made up of 6 different lines, and there's 12 different combinations for the profiles. That means that everyone has one of these profiles, and it's based on the date and time of birth. The profiles change throughout the day, so somebody born on the same day as you may not necessarily have the same profile as you, because their time of birth is different than yours. The profiles are always calculated already for you, so you don't have to worry about how to do it. In human design, the profiles talk about our character and how we operate in the world, and add one more dimension on the information the body graph can give. I've already done videos on how the profile lines act alone, and today we're going to see how they act together. And if you want more information, you can check out the videos that I've already done. The profile numbers always come from the conscious sun and the unconscious sun. The first number will always be the conscious sun, and the second will always be the unconscious sun. So when we talk about the profile, some people may find that they connect more with the first number than they do the second, based on their age, because usually after the age of 40, the unconscious side of the body graph becomes something that we're more aware of. But just because you may be less aware of the design part of your body graph until later in your life doesn't mean that it's not as important. Ultimately, both lines are equally important. So what does it mean to have a 5-1 profile, and how does it affect your character? The 5-1 profile is one of the 4 transpersonal profiles and is also called a left angle profile. When you carry a left angle profile, you're here to give karma to any person that you meet. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a relationship with them. You can meet them just walking down the street, and without even saying a word, the transpersonal karma can be given to the other person. This is all about an energetic transfer and isn't anything that somebody with a left angle profile has to consciously think about. In human design, the theory is that anybody who carries a left angle profile has more of a fated life and a more fixed trajectory. People who carry left angle profiles can also sometimes be recognized, or people feel that they know them from somewhere, even if that's not exactly the case. So instead of having a personal journey about finding out more about themselves, somebody who has a left angle profile are here to play a role in all the people who they meet's lives in whatever small or big way that happens. The 5-1 profile is made up of the heretic, also called the teacher, and the investigator. Somebody who carries the 5th line in their profile has natural leadership qualities. The 5th line is all about being in a projection field, where anybody who meets somebody with the 5th line energy has expectations of what they can and cannot do. And when it's combined with the line 1, a conscious 5th line energy that can draw people into the projection field. And once people are drawn into the projection field, they can investigate and find out exactly what the projection field wants from them. And after they have investigated, they can universalize the information that they've learned. Somebody who carries a 5-1 profile is somebody who knows that they're in a projection field. And what they'll find out from the projection field that they're in is exactly what people want from them. And when they find out what people want from them, then they'll go and investigate it. But it will be an investigation or a data collection that is more practical and streamlined to exactly the kind of data that they're looking for, and the kind of data that the people in their projection field are also looking for too. So in this way, they can mold themselves into something that people are expecting from them. Now, this can be done in a way that they're doing it in integrity, or this can be in a way done to seduce people into believing information about them that may not necessarily be true. Because there is so much magnetism and power related to the 5th line conscious energy, this is a person who can become a chameleon. Many Hollywood actors carry the 5th line energy, and many of which are 5-1 profiles. And in that job, it makes sense because they can become whoever they need to be to do the role for their movie or whatever they're doing. So it's a talent of the 5-1 profile. But again, it can be used in a way that is not in integrity. For somebody with this energy is giving the impression that they know everything and they can do everything, give people false hope about what they can get from this person. And when somebody is promising things that they don't necessarily have an ability to give, then they can be blamed. And when they're blamed, they can drop out of the projection field and hide away. But the truth of somebody with a 5-1 energy is that they want to be seen for who they truly are, because that seems to be a problem for most of them, that they don't actually think that people see them for who they truly are. But when they're living in integrity and also in authenticity of who they are, then they'll be in the correct projection field, giving the right answers to the right people, and they'll be able to do exactly what they're meant to do, universalize and share information that they've learned. And what they share and learn will be found in the rest of the chart. Since all types can carry the 5-1 profile, how does it feel to carry the 5-1 profile for each type? When a manifestor carries a 5-1 profile, they're here to universalize whatever is in their conscious projection field. And because of the magnetism of the fifth line energy, people will be naturally attracted to the manifestor. But because a manifestor moves so quickly, it's important for a manifestor to inform the people that are in their projection field exactly what's happening and what they're going to tell them. And if they do that, they'll be in the correct projection field. People will see the manifestor for exactly who they are and exactly what they have to offer. When a projector carries a 5-1 energy, they're projected on even more than normal because they're projected on because of being a projector, as well as being projected on because of the fifth line energy. And because of this, people can assume what a projector can and can't do. Somebody who carries a fifth line energy will always get a lot of attention, meaning that a projector can get more invitations than usual, but that doesn't mean all invitations are correct for them. And the trick with this energy is for a projector to know what invitations are correct for them and not to jump into every invitation just because it's been given. And it's important to investigate all their invitations or acknowledgments so that they know exactly what people are expecting from them. And with careful consideration about what is right and not right for them, a projector will step into the correct projection field and they'll be able to deliver exactly what people are expecting from them. Just like everybody who carries a fifth line energy, a generator type who carries a 5-1 profile will get noticed wherever they go and will have a magnetic vortex that will draw people towards them. And when they have something to respond to, it's important for somebody who's a generator type, just like a projector type, to not respond to everything that comes their way because it may not be correct for them. And when they get a hit that it's correct for them, that's when they should respond. And when they do, they'll be happy with the decision that they make and they'll be in the correct projection field. And then they can be seen for exactly who they are and what they have to offer. When a reflector carries the energy of the 5-1 profile, they'll get noticed wherever they go as well. And just like the other types, they'll be always in a projection field. And because of the nature of the reflector, the projection field usually comes from the community or environment that they live in. But when they use their moon cycle and feel into their energy, they'll be able to find clarity in their own projection field and exactly what they have to offer. And when they do, they can reflect that out to their environment and community and live in an authentic expression of who they are. The profile is only a small amount of information that the body graph can give you, but I'm going to stop here for now and let you digest what I've said. And I'll be back soon with the remainder of the left angle profiles. Thanks for watching, and if you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe and share it with your friends.